11 items you must buy when you become rich. Welcome to Cash Street, where cash is always king. They lied to you and told you to get the fast car, diamond chain, and mansion, even though you know deep down that these are just marketing campaigns to get your money. If you do that, you'll quickly go back to being broke, but there are things you can buy that will make your life better. We witnessed each of these firsthand as we progress from poverty to prosperity. As a result, the following is a list. These 15 things will become available immediately once you receive a money upgrade. The first is your face. Fix your face. Get rid of anything you really dislike that is holding you back. Fix your teeth, straighten your nose, get plastic surgery, and fix your sight. You can also remove hair more frequently. Put some money into getting rid of those patches on your skin if you want to look healthy, rested, and have clear skin. On a daily basis, your face is how you connect with other people. You will experience an explosion of confidence which will have an impact on every aspect of your life. According to a report from ICA World of Labor, people with attractive faces earn 15% more than their average counterparts and are hired and promoted faster. Those veneers will pay for themselves in no time, and you will likely earn more as a result. People will also find you to be more attractive, which will result in more quality dates and improved social skills. And as a result, your perspective on life shifts. You're well aware of how it can and feels to be insecure about one's physical attributes, particularly how it made you feel when other people pointed it out to you. Take it easy on the Botox, okay? Once you have the money, there is no reason to carry those burdens any longer. You might eventually appear to be Simon Cowell. Second, your physical toughness. The face can be fixed in the shortest amount of time and is the easiest to do so. When you have the surgery or procedure, you're done. Now that you have the money, you need to be able to enjoy it. Money is more enjoyable the healthier you are. Get a trainer. Don't think twice. Pay for them in advance and tell them that you really want a transformation. They will organize everything for you and help keep you accountable. It's time to get something back for your investment because you already paid for it. You'll feel better and more people will notice you. The level of confidence is rising. You become dependent upon the results. Know that the dread of going to the gym is only temporary if you're sitting on the couch watching this right now. It will become a natural part of who you are once those results start coming in. If you commit first, your schedule will make the time. You'll see how it goes. Anything in life is simpler once you eliminate the contact. Hire a trainer and they'll come to your neighborhood gym. Start by placing one order for all of your gym equipment. Additionally, you will be surrounded by attractive individuals who are taking care of their bodies. The majority of gyms offer saunas and spas, so you can finally treat your back pain for us. Since your family has a long history of heart issues, we decided to install a sauna in our home. Your risk of dying from cardiovascular events decreases by 27% by going to the sauna once a week. The risk of heart failure goes down by almost 50% when you do it 4 times a week. Dynorphin is released at high temperatures, causing your body to enter protein repair mode and strengthening its binding to endorphin receptors in the brain. We are now looking at hyperbaric chambers for additional benefits that extend life, but you never know, maybe that will be the subject of another video. The third item is your bed sheets and pillows. You don't realize how bad your sleeping situation is because you were poor growing up. It is because of your bed that you never wake up fully rested that it is difficult for you to fall asleep, or that it is difficult for you to enter those deep sleep zones where your body nurtures itself for maximum output during the day. Autos and televisions cost too much to the poor. Pillows and mattresses cost too much to the wealthy. Prices for mattresses vary widely. Any number you're thinking is okay to spend on bedding, triple it and see what you can track down in that cost range. The decision is statistically insignificant. It makes perfect sense to invest in a great one when you spend a third of your life in bed. We bought a lot of pillows that were filled with every kind of sponge, microfiber feather, or polymer imaginable. What's more, truly, the undoubtedly best pad we can find was for a small part of the expense of different ones, and it was from IKEA. They're known as the Bergevin cushions. They retail for around $100. The Egyptian cotton linen with the high thread count is the cherry on top for us because it brings everything together. Purchase a mattress, pillows, and sheets with a thread count greater than 500 once you have the cash. It's gotten to the point where we feel less rested in a luxury hotel than we do at home. Your sleep will never be the same again. Your food is number 4. You had to downsize everywhere for long periods of time while working the grind. Basically, you survive on the cheapest items possible during those years, which we refer to as your ramen years. You consume that solely for nourishment. You just add some hot sauce or ketchup to make it more enjoyable to eat. When you earn some money, great things happen. Your perception of behavior shifts. You suddenly realize that food is actually fuel and that you can add an extra hour of work or training to your day by eating this rather than that. Since that is not who we are not going to preach to you and tell you to only eat salads here. We adore a good Wagyu steak and pasta with truffles. The objective is to reduce consumption while enhancing consumption quality. The KFC bucket contains 30 wings because poor people eat a lot, but fancy restaurants offer extremely small portions. Eating should be done either for pleasure or for food. The 5th item is your schedule. When you get a cash, your objective becomes clearing up your timetable. You stop saying yes to most things and start saying no to everything. Creativity arises when there is less to do and more time to enjoy the things you really want to do. When you've been carrying rocks up the mountain like Sisyphus for the entire day and will continue to do so tomorrow, it's hard to be creative or enjoy life. Clear your calendar and schedule and outsource everything. You can't make anything great if you have a full calendar and a busy mind. So take this seriously. Now that you have money, other people will want your time. Keep your calendar open, but you will never be able to go to coffee with people unless you have a good reason to. The most important decision you need to make comes down to this. Would you rather spend an hour having coffee with this stranger, or would you rather spend that time meditating by listening to a great audiobook, going for a walk in the woods, or taking a bubble bath? We sort of trust you address the stepping stool on that one. Number 6. Where you are. Although you may not be aware of it, the most significant decision you will ever make in your life will be where you live. It will have an impact on whom you marry, who your friends are, what you do for fun, and even your political and religious views statistically. In life, you will earn more money the closer you are to the money. Having said that, even if you are in the right place, moving around could be beneficial. You're aware that the bottom is not a pleasant place to live if you started at the bottom. You have to drive to see anything worth seeing, you're surrounded by weirdos, there isn't much going on, and you live there. The more time you have to do other things that push you further, the closer you are to your workplace or office. For us, this meant moving our office to one of the lower floors so that we could take the elevator to the morning meeting and purchasing the penthouse on our building's top floor. Number 7. Accommodation. Listen to this. The main thing that beats free is quick. Strolling is free, yet individuals actually snatch an Uber. Faucet water is free, yet still purchase a container of water on the chance that you're before the store. Luckily for your cash purchases, accommodation, similar administrations you would go to now come to you. Flying private is perhaps the most potentially helpful thing, besides the fact that you choose when the plane departs, but you get to the air terminal, get in a vehicle and they drop you off at the entry to your plane, and you get on and fly out. No lines, no signals. Security as of now has your data and you're pre-reviewed to fly. On the off chance that you're in your initial days and you can't stand to fly private, there are sure passes you can buy that will permit you to skip security at air terminals and quickly track through things. Experiencing childhood in a previous socialist nation has shown us above all the other things how to remain in line. We fear it flying out quick pass, going to a historical center quick pass. Life is too short to even think about remaining in line, except if remaining in line is the message you need to send, we're checking out at you, David Beckham. Number 8. Housekeeping administrations and memberships for fundamentals. This could sound unimportant. However, reevaluate the minor errands in your day-to-day existence. Also, now that you have some cash, you can stand to pay somebody to clean your home for you, and that saves additional opportunity for you to finish your following stages. Find individuals and pay them for all that you would rather not do, yet keep up with the exercises like strolling your own canine, assuming you appreciate playing with that great kid, and staying aware of the unmistakable schedule plan. You ought to set your bills on auto pay. We have repeating installments cleared for practically our solicitations in general. Cash leaves the record consequently. We check it more than once each year to ensure everything is all together, yet up until this point we've never had any issues. It has a master tip. We've likewise computerized a piece of our pay to go consequently to Vanguard into a P500. That way, we realize our DCA is moving along automatically and we have no issue living on the rest. Number 9. Time with your loved ones. Family time can be different whenever you have a tad of cash. Your folks or kin don't require extravagant gifts from you. However, they could require you to assist with their home loan. Take care of it for their sake and let them in if you love them. Letting your folks free from monetary pressure will open up more cash for them to deal with themselves and carry on with a more joyful life. Furthermore, in our experience, it likewise makes them regard you much more. The point when we travel, we love carrying relatives with us so they don't feel like they're draining off us. They actually pay for their flights and different costs, yet we subtly get the expense on the convenience. That permits us to not think twice about the nature of the experience. They actually feel like they contribute as far as concerns them. It's not difficult to float separated when life is tumultuously occupied, yet these connections are important, so sustain them. Number 10. Your instructors. Brilliant people realize that you learn constantly. You simply hoist your educators. Individuals you gain from are more niched, so they have further experiences and different information. You search out specialists to influence their contribution to accomplishing more in more limited ranges of time. These individuals are typically costly and beyond the arrival of standard people. A chief mentor generally costs a few large number of dollars each month just to bounce on a Zoom call with you and have a 1-hour discussion. However, you're getting results, so you have no issue paying. At this level, these instructors know what they're talking about and what you really want to do straight away. Some of you don't have the means to get a committed individual mentor. Put exactly the same thing Airbnb did to extravagant homes. We've proactively been doing to the self-improvement industry. Number 11. Your accounts and undertakings. This is the way you become the most fascinating individual with regard to the room. You carry on with a day-to-day existence worth filling others in about. You travel, you attempt things, you get into experiences, and you center around the excursion, not the objective. Be a voyager, not a vacationer. Embrace the things that cause you to feel invigorated. You, the individual watching this at the present time. You have a list of must-dos of things you need to attempt to encounter in the course of your life. The clock is ticking, the open door is shutting. You're here since you've brought in some cash or are headed to making some. Burning through cash on encounters really makes you more extravagant. The more you experience, the more you figure out what your identity is. The vast majority live and die while never finding out. Your accounts and experiences will bring individuals toward you. It'll motivate them. Your light will radiate brilliantly as you have something really fascinating to say in reality as we know it, where you all are watching reruns of similar programs. Indeed, we're discussing companions in the workplace, and let us in on the remarks which you believe is the third one. Cash purchases opportunity, so practice that opportunity for your own development. Fly to the opposite side of the planet, and afterward, ride the train starting with one coast and then onto the next. It'll take you half a month, yet we ensure you'll have something like one amazing story to tell. Tell us in the remarks, and here's the reward for those of you who made it as far as possible. Another life, some of you could do without the everyday routine you're experiencing at present. You've encouraged the cash, yet things actually don't. Life feels shallow. All that we've referenced in this video when assembled permits you to purchase another life. You can become another person totally. You can rehash the character you have and make new companions and begin once again. This is quite possibly of the best extravagance throughout everyday life. And life is excessively short to experience that every day again and again until you pass on. Cash permits you to carry on with additional day-to-day routines while every other person simply lives one. We spent the main 10 years of our grown-up life addressing the cash condition. In these new 10 years, we could get composing or talking commitment, we could incorporate a suitable magnanimous establishment or hurl ourselves entirely into craftsmanship completely. The lovely thing is, whenever you have the cash, you have the choices. Go ahead and practice them any way you wish. Assuming you're pursuing that point, compose every word choice in the remarks. That way, we know which one will live something other than one direct life. Thank you from Cash Street, where cash is always king.